Alrighty, hey there guys, Adrian here, aka JetterBro95, coming at you guys with another video. And in this video, guys, I'm going to be doing my 2020-2021 mid-season NBA awards. I know a lot of people probably now are probably starting to, out now that we're at the All-Star game, a lot of people probably looking at the NBA going, okay, who's going to be the award winners and who's going to receive the accolades that and the accomplishments that each team deserves. And that's what I hope to accomplish in this video, is just give my insight on who I think will win at the midway point of this season, who will be the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All NBA selections, etc., etc. Now, I don't want to delve too deep into the All NBA selections because those can be up for debate. But I feel like the majority of the awards, like, say, for example, the MVP and whatnot, I feel like even if you are watching or just even just keeping up on a base level, you kind of know who's going to win these awards. And so that's what we're going to here to be talking about today. So for the first award is going to be the Coach of the Year. Now, a lot of people just overlook this award this year. I don't know why no one is ever talking about this award. I know a lot of people talking about the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year race and shit like that. But people are overlooking the coaching, and it's a shame because coaching is a valuable asset in today's NBA. Maybe not as much as it has been in years past, but it's a valuable asset in today's NBA. So my pick for Coach of the Year, in my personal opinion, I'm going to have to go with Doc Rivers. I think Doc Rivers should get Coach of the Year this year. The work he is doing in Philly, turning that team from a bottom half of the Eastern Conference playoff picture team to a legit championship contender with a surprise, with not a surprise, with a good turnaround. Also, give credit to the front office, which I'll talk about later. But Doc Rivers has definitely put this team together. He has definitely gotten the best out of all the players on the roster, and it's showing right now with the best East Conference, with the best record in the Eastern Conference, and looking to get home court advantage throughout the East playoffs. Hopefully, this level of success can continue into the postseason. I would love to see Philly in the finals. I think they would be a good matchup for a lot of Western teams that are championship contenders. But in my opinion, Doc Rivers is the Coach of the Year. Though I can see someone like Quinn Snyder taking the Coach of the Year, in my opinion, which is rightfully also deserved. Next, we're going to move on to Executive of the Year. Now, Executive of the Year is another award that, kind of gets overlooked, but this one is more understandable because a lot of people don't realistically take into account the management side of the game of basketball of the NBA. People overlook the NBA management aspect of the game, and they just completely are oblivious to how sometimes management can make or break a team. Look at teams like, say, the mid 2000s Cleveland Cavaliers. They could have been a titles contender, but yet the management were just incompetent. Also, look at the Phoenix Suns. For the last little while, their management has been completely grossly negligent to the needs of the team. But this year, they actually swung and hit a home run and are now one of the top teams in the Western Conference. So again, that's neither here nor there. So with Executive of the Year, we're staying in Philly for this one. I think Daryl Morey should take Executive of the Year. I think it should be a pretty unanimous vote. I don't think any other executive has done as good of a job as he has constructing the Philadelphia 76ers roster, getting off Al Horford's awful contract, and maybe, and yeah, sure, Tobias Harris may be a little bit overpaid, but he still is contributing decently to the team to where he can justify a roster spot. Also, they did land Seth Curry, which was a huge addition to the team. Danny Green is a great addition. Dwight Howard has been continuing his career revitalization in Philly. Like the personnel that Daryl Morey found in the offseason and has constructed to reap the benefit, and is now reaping the benefits of this roster. In my opinion, he should be hands down the Executive of the Year this year. And I don't really think it should be that much of a debate, but hey, I think some people will probably debate that. So next, we're going to move on to Sixth Man of the Year. And I'm going to cut the bullshit on this one because this one is an easy award. In my opinion, Sixth Man of the Year is Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson is hands down Sixth Man of the Year this year. I know I've heard some people say that he is benefiting from the team he's playing on, which, I mean, be that as it may, there's a lot of people you can make an argument that it's benefited from the team they've played on. But I digress. Jordan Clarkson is definitely Sixth Man of the Year candidate this year. I don't think there's much of a discussion about it. You probably could throw in guys like I don't want to say Lou Will because Lou Will has actually been having a down year. But you could throw in guys like Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder for the Lakers. I would argue that Jordan Clarkson has had a better season, especially compared to those two players. But then again, they're two six-man candidates coming into the best team in the one of the best teams in the West. Also, some people want to throw out there guys like I think Drew Holiday's the sixth. No, he's actually starting this year. So forget I said Drew Holiday. Um, there's some good quality six men out there that I can't think of at the moment, but I think Jordan Clarkson is the best six man of this year, and I think he should walk away with the Six Man of the Year award as he is producing at a great level. And also, the Utah Jazz are winning, so that is something that need to keep in mind too. Next, we're going to be talking about the Defensive Player of the Year. Now, DPOY is not as hotly debated as it has been in years past, but I still think that Defensive Player of the Year, sometimes people do debate it. I remember last year everyone was crying tooth and nail that Anthony Davis should have been Defensive Player of the Year, and I wholeheartedly disagree. Giannis Antetokounmpo definitely deserved the award last season. But for me, this season, the Defensive Player of the Year is going to be Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert, I think, will capture his third Defensive Player of the Year award in 5 or 4 seasons. I think 4 seasons. He'll capture the Defensive Player of the Year award. The Utah Jazz are one of the best defenses in the NBA, and they are definitely going to be getting anchored by Rudy Gobert, who is one of the best defensive centers in the league. And he's definitely one of the better rim protectors the game has seen. I'm not gonna sit there and put him in the conversation with guys like Ben Wallace and shit because that's just not true. But in terms of his impact defensively, the Jazz are a much better defensive team with him on the floor than when he's not because of the rim protection and the rebounding that he does provide. So I think this should be an easy decision. I think Rudy Gobert should walk away with Defensive Player of the Year. Now for Most Improved Player, this is a hard one because a lot of players you could argue should definitely deserved Most Improved Player. And to be completely honest, a lot of people wouldn't disagree for Most Improved Player of the Year. But so to be honest, I actually want to pose this as a question for the audience. Who do you think should be the Most Improved Player? Because right now, technically, for me, I can't think of a person who could be Most Improved Player, partly also because of the fact that I'm just not paying attention to every single team in the league. So let me know in the comment section below, guys, who do you think should win the Most Improved Player? That one, I might start doing that more often when I talk about like awards and shit or topics to the audience. Well, not topics to the audience because topics to the audience is already to you guys. But I might start doing that more, throwing it out there, who do you think should win this award and type of shit like that, or who do you think should, where would you guys rank, whatever. Actually, I already do that. Never mind. Forget I'm saying anything. So, yeah, Most Improved Player, I'm going to leave that to you guys. Finally, for the individual awards, we're going to be talking about the MVP, which is, hands down, in my opinion, the most prestigious individual award in NBA history. And a lot of people say that they don't care about the MVP. I'm one of those people that do care about the MVP award. I think it is the MVP award is a fantastic award, and I think it does justify how great a player was in that single season. Now, honestly, I think they should, in my personal opinion anyways, I think they should incorporate a little bit of the playoffs in it, maybe, but at the same time, I kind of disagree. I've been back and forth on that a little bit, so I'll let you guys just figure out, answer that question. Do you think the NBA should incorporate playoffs? I personally wouldn't disagree with either or, but to me, we're talking about the MVP, and the MVP this season is definitely Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid this season is having his best season in the NBA. I think he's putting up 25 and 11. I think that's what his averages are on good efficiency, especially for a big man. Also, the Sixers are contending for championships. They're contending for the championship this year, as they are the top seed in the Eastern Conference. So, in my personal opinion, I think it is a no-brainer. I think Joel Embiid should walk away with the MVP this year. And I think I said this in my All-Star voting. If he is to accomplish this feat, he will be the first big man since... okay, now, big man is subjective. Do you guys count power forwards as big man? I personally count them as big man. So if this were to happen and power forwards would be classified as big men, then he will be the first big man since, I believe... Actually, Giannis Antetokounmpo is technically a big, so if you're going by that logic, because he is a power forward. But anyways, like moving on to the center position, he'll be the first center since Tim Duncan in 2003. Whenever years he won his last MVP, I think it was 2003. Yes, it was. He'll be the first center since Tim Duncan to win an MVP award, which is quite mind blowing because we've gone a whole decade and a half without a center being an MVP. And then even if you want to say Tim Duncan's a power forward, okay, that just makes it even more impressive because the last center to win an MVP was King Shaquille O'Neal. Like, goddamn. It's been a while since we've seen a center win an MVP, so it's crazy to think about. And personally, I hope he does walk away with it. Some people would argue LeBron James. To my responses to that is just, no, he's not. He's just not the MVP this year. Just the same as it was last year. No, it's not. But who knows? We still got halfway through this. We still got a second half of the season. Who knows? Joel Embiid might get injured. I hope not. But Joel Embiid could get hurt and he might miss the rest of the season, which means LeBron could steal the MVP. Or who knows? Maybe the Nuggets make a late run and Jokic becomes MVP frontrunner, or PG gets back in the conversation. You know, there's a long way to go with this season, so don't take this as the definite end of year awards. I'll probably do another video doing a definite end of the season awards, who I think should win each award. But with that being said, guys, when it comes to all NBA teams, these can be debated throughout a lot of shit. So I'm not and whatnot. And also, this video is like 12 minutes, so I don't want to be too much longer. I'll probably do all NBAs around the time of the actual season end itself. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys did like this video, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you guys are new. Comment your thoughts. And also, like I said, let me know who you think should win the Most Improved Player Award. Because truthfully speaking, I have not heard much buzz about it this year. So, anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm out. Peace.